Hey everyone! Welcome to Homestyler. Today I'm going to walk you through how to design a gorgeous garden balcony. But before we dive in, let's take a quick look at what we'll create by the end of the video. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, let's kick off our design adventure. First, we need to mark out the balcony area on the existing layout. Just head to the outside area, enter the drawing interface. Then, click the rectangle tool to start sketching. Trace along the outer wall. Pay attention to the absorption of tools. Now, press the tab key to jump to the width input. Let's type in 5500. After completing the drawing, click on the top left corner to exit. Next up, let's change the floor material. Click on the ground and pick a new texture from the library. Next up, let's craft our balcony railing. Pop over to the Build tab and click on Interior Modeling to get started. First, select guides lines at the top, offset an appropriate distance along the edge of the ground. Next, click Line to start drawing and connect the intersection points of the guides one by one to form the surface of the railing. Next, click Line to start drawing and connect the intersection points of the guides one by one to form the surface of the railing. Then use Extrude to pull the drawn surface upward to a height of 1200. Here we need to make sure to double-click to select it and turn it into a component, otherwise you want to be able to move it independently later. Next, we can apply a material to it. Click the Material button in the top right corner to replace the material. From the Premium library, we'll choose a suitable material. Here, I'm going with anti-corrosion wood. Next, we need to draw the top part of the balcony. Before starting to draw, we need to hide the railing and clear the guidelines to avoid interference. Again, we'll use guidelines for positioning. Then click the rectangle, draw the bottom surface of the ceiling, and then pull it upward to a thickness of 400. Double-click the ceiling. Then hit Move to shift it up to the right spot. Just type the number at the bottom 2800 here. Next, click the Offset command at the top. Pick the ceiling's bottom surface. Offset it by 20, then select the center section and extrude it up 20. Let's make it a component, good habit, right? Now let's grab a material from the Premium library. I'm going with quartz stone. It fits this room style perfectly. We need the bottom to stay white, so let's clear that material. And hey, let's make it a component, good habit. Time to draw a column to support the ceiling. Use the material brush to pick up the ceiling's texture and quickly apply it to the column. Okay, next focus the flower bed, like the example shows. First, hide the ceiling so it doesn't distract us. Same as before, use guidelines to sketch the flower bed outline, then use lines, offset, and extrude to build it. Let's speed this up. Now we need a platform for outdoor furniture. Our balcony hardware installation ends here. Let's enjoy it. Next, we will use these 7 collected plants to create our beautiful garden. Without further ado, let's get started quickly. During the placement process, we can adjust the orientation of the plants by rotating them. During the process of moving plants, we can hold down the TTAL key. This can eliminate the inherent adsorption effect of the tool, making it easier for us to quickly adjust the position of the plant. We can move and observe from different angles whether the plants are interspersed with the flower bed. By opening the size switch button on the right, we can adjust the size of the plants. Select the plant and hold down the Z key to quickly switch the perspective to the center of the plant. Convenient for us to observe and adjust. Here's a little trick. When we need to copy an object, we can hold down the Alt key and drag the object to quickly copy it. Let's accelerate this process. We can create rich effects with limited plants by rotating, copying, and scaling their size. Next, let's go place outdoor furniture and lighting fixtures. Homestyler Decoration offers a wide range of furniture models to choose from. When filtering, we can switch the ranking of the model to the latest one, so that we can find the latest and most beautiful models. Terrace Barbecue is a good choice. I prefer to put some cats and dogs, which can enhance the vitality of our plan. The furniture and plant model IDs used in this tutorial will be placed at the bottom of the video. Remember to check it in a timely manner, my friends. Our garden balcony has been completed here. Now, let's move on to rendering the design. Click the render button at the top to enter the rendering environment. The balcony railings are blocking our view a bit, so let's fix that. Hit the clipping button, tweak the clipping value to get around those railings. Turn on the composition guides to help frame the shot better. It's best to keep the camera height between 1000 and 1200. You can also check the clipping plane in the top right window to make sure we're not clipping any plants. Once you're happy with the angle, save the view. It'll make rendering from the same perspective super easy later. For testing, use 1000 or 2000 resolution. It renders quickly, making it easy to adjust things promptly. For the final image, render in 4000. Since this is an outdoor space, let's pick an outdoor lighting template that fits. Next, let's match it with a suitable exterior scene. Click the Edit button to rotate the environment until it lines up perfectly. Once it looks good, hit Render. Check your renders by clicking the Image button in the top right. Give it a minute, and it'll be ready. Looking at the first render the lighting feels a bit dim and the furniture isn't getting enough sunlight. Let's head back to the rendering interface to tweak that. Click Add Light to enter the lighting setup. First, adjust the indoor strip lights. I usually set the color temperature around 3500,000, with intensity between 1500 to 2000. Then, click the sunlight button in the top left. Warm up the sunlight a bit to 5500,000 for a cozier vibe. Use the custom settings to adjust the sun's direction and height. Lower angles let more light pour into indoor spaces through doors or windows, but for outdoors, we want a higher angle. For a quick, effective boost, use the Environment Adjustment button to tweak the overall ambient lighting. It's a straightforward way to brighten things up. Let's render again. Comparing the two, way brighter now, and the mood feels much warmer. Perfect! Time for the final high-res render. Set the resolution to 4000, hit Render, and feel free to adjust the camera for more great angles while we're at it. Let's keep going. A quick tip: for mid to long shots, keep the field of view at the default 55. For close-ups, stick to 20-30 to avoid distortion. Let's wait a few minutes. And we're done. All renders are ready. Let's take a look at our beautiful garden balcony. Isn't it stunning? Share your practice projects in the comments. And if you run into any issues, drop them there too. We'll check and respond as soon as we can. That wraps up today's tutorial. Thanks so much for watching.